Marissa
and Shauna,
and today's video is going to be period life hacks! Woo! Period life hacks, period life hacks.
You guys have been requesting a period life hacks for so long.
So popular, such a popular video. Oh yeah, and you guys can watch like all of our period videos in the period playlist, which I will link down below and up here in a little card for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know why it is that period life hacks are just so popular. Like,
I don't know
everyone
why.
loves hacks.
Do not know.
Everyone wants to make their period just a little bit easier.
And we are also going to be doing a huge giveaway in this video. We're giving away 3 ColourPop gift cards, so you guys can either win a $100 gift card or 2 $50 gift cards. So yeah. So the only rules are to, number 1, follow us on Instagram at Miss Marissa Rachel and at Shauna_Lisa. I'll have our like handles and stuff below. And number 2 is to click the link in the description box, the first link, and enter your email. And that's it. You're entered, and you could win a $100 ColourPop gift card. Get yourself some new makeup.
I feel like on Instagram, we've been posting so many people winning our giveaways lately.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always getting DMs from people being like, this is my prize. I won, this is my prize. So definitely enter, you never know.
I know, seriously. I feel like there's such a good chance of winning our giveaways. I don't know. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, because if you give this video a thumbs up and you're subscribed, you will get a super light, easy period. Whoop whoop. Or if you haven't gotten it yet, then when you do get it, it'll be super easy and light. It won't be heavy and awful. So before we get into the hacks, I wanted to show you guys a little bit of footage from this year's 2019 Period Con, and we were lucky enough to attend with Tampax. And we got to speak on a panel about periods in pop culture, and it was really cool. We also got to do this packing party where we put together these period kits for people. So I'm gonna show some footage of the panel right now for you guys, because I know some of you on Instagram really wanted to see it. When I first got my period, I was in middle school and I got it in computer class, and I had a big red stain on my butt. So I obviously went to the bathroom, checked my butt out in the mirror, and I was like super embarrassed, so I like tucked it in. I like made I don't know, I did like a DIY product, like a sarong. Yeah, like I tucked it in because I was like, oh, it looks kind of cute. It's like long on one side, like you moved
on one thing onto the side.
Yeah, so I thought it looked really cute. I was like, oh, I could be a fashion designer. So I'm like going throughout my day, like nobody's gonna notice, this is fine. I'm walking in the quad and this girl comes up to me and she's like, Marissa, everyone's making fun of you. Your skirt's like tucked in on one side. Here, let me help you. So she takes it and she rips it down and I go, no! Like it's one of those movie things, like no. I mean, we've definitely seen a big increase in just engagement and a lot of people really interested in subjects that are related to periods, but they're not necessarily just periods. Like so many questions about like vaginal discharge and like swimming on your period and just a whole range of subjects.
We didn't really set out to become like the period girls of YouTube. It was something that sort of happened, you know, naturally over the years because there was such an insatiable need for these videos.
So those were just a few clips from the panel. We had so much fun. The panel was seriously incredible. I met so many of you guys there, and yeah, now back to the period hacks. So the first hack is actually something that I discovered on accident, and I did already mention this in our winter favorites video, and I feel like I expanded on it a lot in that video. So if you guys want to watch like that full period hack, then I'll just link that video below. But basically, I got these panty liners, but they're for bladder leaks. They're not for periods. But I bought them entirely on accident on Amazon because I just didn't read what they were for. But I feel like they work super well. The netting is incredible, and I feel like I love Always panty liners because they're always very thin, but they're absorbent. I hate panty liners that are like really thick in the middle because that makes for a really bunchy panty liner and it bunches up. So definitely if you're somebody that uses panty liners either for discharge or like when you're ending your period or something, which is when I like to use them, then definitely go for something super thin. And I would for sure recommend ones for bladder leaks.
You know, these look bigger than normal panty liners, and also they don't have a wrapper on them. I'm just like seeing how they're different. Like,
yeah.
Interesting. So you actually, yeah, these are cool.
Getting a good liner makes all the difference.
So for this next hack, I feel like a lot of people are paranoid about being able to see your pad through your clothes. I feel like we've gotten a lot of comments and questions about this. I feel like especially if you're a little bit younger and you're just not really that used to it, you kind of put on a pad and you feel like, oh my god, everyone can see. So this hack is more to kind of give you peace of mind, but it's to wear leggings or shorts with a skirt or a dress on top, because the leggings or shorts kind of like hold your pad in place, so to speak, and kind of like maybe make it more comfortable to wear. And then the dress or a skirt on top just sort of, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't like cling to your legs. It can be a little bit flowy, yeah. So like you're sure that nobody can see the outline of your pad. And I mean, they can't see it anyway, but I feel like this hack just gives you a little bit more peace of mind.
Gosh, I love this one because sometimes when I wear leggings with a pad, especially if like my period's super heavy that day or I'm wearing like a little bit of a bigger pad,
or if your leggings are really like cheap and thin.
Yeah, true. Then I feel like everyone can see the outline, and I'm just like, I get paranoid. I'm like, oh my god, people are staring at my butt. Everybody knows. So I like this one because like, I don't know, I don't really always like having to tie a sweater around my waist, so I feel like this is good if you want to be like more like chill about it.
Yeah, and I feel like it can look really stylish too, like just black leggings with like a cute little dress on top. Like,
oh yeah, especially for like fall and winter, it's like super cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next hack is just some quick tips for swimming on your period, because that video we did was like the first video on swimming on your period, but that was like kind of a while ago, so like some refresher tips for you guys. So obviously, number one, wearing a tampon is better than wearing a pad. Like it just, that's always how it's gonna be when you're swimming. So yeah, one thing you could do is either tuck the string in when you're going swimming and you are wearing a tampon, or to cut the string just a little bit shorter so you can still get it out. Like obviously your tampon, it's not gonna get stuck, it can't go anywhere. People get very like concerned with cutting the string off, but I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's good because like you don't have to feel self-conscious about like, oh my god, the string's gonna pop out of like, you know, my bikini or something. And another good tip is wearing shorts because obviously when you're on your period, like I feel like wearing a bikini, it can be revealing, so I feel like wearing shorts is just a better option, especially if you're wearing like a liner or a tampon or something and you're self-conscious about it like coming out.
And I would do like kind of tighter shorts, not necessarily like big baggy shorts, because if you're wearing big baggy shorts, then like maybe something could fall out, like your pad could fall out.
Yeah.
But so maybe like tighter shorts. I think that shorts are good if you're gonna choose to wear a pad and not a tampon, because I know some girls don't like to wear tampons, so if you're gonna wear a pad, then just definitely wear like tight shorts around it.
Yeah, and if you do make the choice of wearing a pad, then obviously go for, I would say go for a thinner one or even a liner, just because a big pad, you know, you don't want to be using a maxi pad, especially because it's not really designed for the water, it's not really designed for swimming, but this is just kind of if you don't want to use a tampon, which you really should learn how to use a tampon. Go watch our how to put in a tampon video, because it's really like not that bad, it's not scary, and yeah, it's easy, everyone can do it. And I would just recommend exiting the water every 30 minutes, especially if you're wearing a pad. And this is just good because obviously, you know, when you're swimming for a long period of time, more water and stuff can absorb whatever product you're using. So just, you know, make sure and exit the water, bring like backup changes and stuff like that.
Oh, bring a lot of backups. Bring like a bunch of backups.
Bring like a backpack full of backups.
So the next hack is when you're in a public bathroom and you don't have a pad and you don't want to ask a stranger. So I feel like most people would just use the toilet paper and just sort of make themselves a DIY pad.
Yeah.
But I think that what you should do is you should, you know, use the bathroom, you know, finish what you got to do, exit the stall, and then look for paper towels, like those thick brown paper towels, because that's better than toilet paper. Toilet paper is going to disintegrate really easily.
Yeah, those are much more durable. Like if you even like did like a side-by-side comparison of like comparing those brown paper towels with toilet paper and you both put them underwater and squeeze them, like the brown one is going to be much more durable. I'm thinking like a pad commercial.
Light paper towels, like different bathrooms have different paper towels.
Yeah, that's true.
They're gonna be like thicker and stiffer, and they're not gonna, you know,
crumble.
They're not gonna crumble as easily or as quickly. So I feel like that's better when you're in a public bathroom. I mean, I hate those public bathrooms that only have like the hand dryers.
Oh my gosh, those are the worst.
I know.
Those are the worst for DIY pads.
Yeah.
Those are the worst for making DIY pads. But you guys really shouldn't need to even make this. Just carry the supplies. But you never know. You may one day need it. And speaking of carrying around pads and tampons, we're gonna go through some quick little ways of just carrying around a pad or a tampon without it being super noticeable. I feel like this is one of the things we get the most questions on, and people are really self-conscious about this, you know, and especially for some reason, I feel like people are always like, I don't wanna carry this in front of my male teachers. And I can always see that because that's like awkward in front of like a guy, like an adult male teacher, like that's weird. So these are just some great ways to kind of like, you know, cover it up.
And I feel like it's always fun to like come up with new ways. I feel like you can get really creative with it. Like, what have we done before? We've like stuck them in water bottles and like,
instead of an Easter egg hunt this Easter, it should be like a pad and tampon hunt. It should be like find the pads and tampons.
That's funny.
So I feel like I get tons of questions from people who are constantly worried about like, which pad do I use? I don't know, it's overwhelming. Like there's so many to choose from. And so I've narrowed it down to like 3 big problems that people have. Number 1 is leaks, number 2 is odor, and number 3 is comfort. These are like the 3 concerns. Yeah, the 3 biggest concerns. So I've put together like my, you know, 3 kind of standard recommendations for people. So if you're concerned about leaks, then I definitely recommend the Always My Fit System pad number 3. And this is the blue one, just right in the middle. This is the largest that's not a nighttime pad. And I really think that this is great for just like anyone who's concerned about leaks. I feel like this is kind of like, you know, one size fits all, literally.
Well, it's gonna cover more of your underwear, so that's why it'll help prevent leaks, because you're getting more coverage.
So the Always Radiant is good if you're concerned about odor, because it's lightly scented, but it's not like irritating, like it's not gonna irritate you, and this is just such a delightful scent, and it's also really comfortable as well, because I know a lot of people are concerned about odor, and you really don't smell down there, or you shouldn't, or if you do, it's just because like you do naturally have hair down there, and so you are gonna like just sweat naturally, because anywhere you have hair you do tend to sweat. And then also if you just want something that's really comfortable, you're maybe not as concerned about odor, or you know, you're like, you don't really leak that much, then definitely go for the Infinity. And this is just like a good all the time pad. It's good if you want to like wear a pad and forget that you're wearing it. So yeah, definitely like remember my 3 little pad recommendations: leaks, odor, and comfort. And this one I feel like is good for odor and comfort. I feel like these are all good for all of those, but just like if you're like mainly concerned about like leaks or odor or comfort.
Well, just because I know that aisle can be so confusing and so overwhelming, and if you're just totally unsure of what to pick, I feel like this can just guide you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So speaking of being self-conscious about smells, again, it's probably all in your head, but something you can do to psychologically make yourself feel better is to just take some perfume or like, you know, a body splasher, anything, any type of spray that smells good, and spray it around your legs. Like, they already recommend spraying the back of your knees because they have pulse points on them. So just kind of like spray around your legs, and as you're walking, you'll release a delicious
smell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you used to have this necklace that you would put cotton balls soaked in perfume in it, and it would like smell really good, and it was really cute.
Yeah, so now if anyone is gonna be saying that you smell, they're gonna be saying, you smell good. Like,
I know. What is that delightful smell? Yeah, and I feel like having an odor down there is something so many people are really concerned about, but you do have something called sebaceous glands down there, and like when you have sebaceous glands, they're gonna secrete oil and sweat. Like, it's just natural, so don't think it's like abnormal. Like, I don't know, like some people think like, oh my god, I have an odor down there, like I'm dying or something like that, but don't think that it's like anything bad, because it's the same way like an armpit will sweat and smell, you know, like it's normal, everybody has it.
So another hack is something that we've talked about before, but it's about opening a pad in a public bathroom so that it doesn't make noise, because there's just no more like self-conscious feeling than when you're in a public bathroom and you're like
and it's so noisy, and you're like, don't want it to be noisy.
Now everybody in this bathroom knows
that
I'm on my period, and sometimes I can hear like when other people are opening it. So one tip that I personally like is to just flush the toilet as you're opening it, because those toilets are so loud usually.
They are. Or if the bathroom's really busy, you can wait for like the person next to you to flush it.
Yeah. And then the other tip is to cut the sides of the pad beforehand, before you put them in your backpack or your purse, so that way when you open it, it makes, you know, almost no sound.
So this one is like, gosh, did we think of this one in 2013? We invented this one so long ago, but it's the double layer of pads. And I also like to do this with panty liners as well. And it's basically just like, if you're in a pinch, if you don't want to have to run to the bathroom and change your pad, and this is especially good for days where you're leaking a lot, it's to put a pad and put a pad on top.
So that way, if you don't want to have to be worried about changing your pad in the middle of the day, you can just peel off the first layer, throw it away, and then you have a fresh second one right underneath.
And you don't even have to worry about like sneaking a pad to the bathroom or something, because I know some people are like, oh, I'm wearing a uniform, like I'm wearing a school uniform, there's no place to put it, like I don't have pockets in it, or, you know, there's all sorts of reasons why people don't or can't bring pads to the bathroom. So this is a good one.
I mean, I don't usually do this just because I'm not usually embarrassed about, you know, changing my pad in the bathroom. But I know that the feedback we've gotten, like a lot of people really like this. A lot of people really like doing this. So just wanted to throw that in there in case you guys wanted to wear a double layer pad.
Or a double layer of panty liners, because panty liners can be good too, like if you're ending your period or if you have like discharge. And another great thing about panty liners is that they're so naturally thin that it doesn't like, you don't feel like you're wearing too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So those were some quick little hacks and tips for you guys. We hope you liked them. And don't forget to enter our giveaway, our massive giveaway. All you have to do is follow us on Instagram, Shauna and Marissa. I'll link our usernames on the screen for you. And click the link below and enter your email.
And then you'll be entered to win a ColourPop gift card, either a $50 one or a $100 one.
Yeah, and we'll have all the like rules and stuff in the description if you want to know like when it ends and how we choose the winners and stuff. And remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up if you want to have a super light, easy period. That's pretty easy. All you gotta do is hit the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up. Like, why wouldn't you do that, Panda Fam? Why?
And if you want a horrible, painful period with a big stomachache, give it a thumbs down.
Oh my gosh, people are gonna
try it. See if it
on
works.
the toilet.
You're gonna be regretting
on the toilet. Oh, my period! Why did I give that Marissa Rachel video a thumbs down? I regret it. Oh, and don't forget to check out the period playlist for more period videos. You have like hours and hours, days of period video entertainment for you, and also like tons of tips and stuff if you want to put on a tampon, if you want to like get more hacks, all that stuff, swimming on your period. It's got it all, so go watch that. And we love you guys. Mwah. Big kiss and bye guys!